Have you ever felt overwhelmed by stress, anxiety, or physical discomfort? Do you find yourself searching for ways to heal naturally but don't know where to start? What if the answers you seek are deeply rooted in ancient wisdom? Today, we'll explore how Buddhism offers valuable insights into natural healing, helping you to reconnect with your inner self and find balance in your life. Imagine a time when you were faced with a challenging situation, a difficult day at work, a disagreement with a friend, or a moment of self-doubt. Instead of reacting with anger or frustration, what if you took a moment to pause, breathe, and reflect? This simple practice can transform your approach to life's challenges and is a crucial part of natural healing. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we delve into the teachings of Buddhism and explore how they can guide you towards self-healing. In this video, we promise to share transformative advice that will empower you to take charge of your own healing journey. Are you ready to uncover the secrets of natural healing and discover a more peaceful, fulfilling life? Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss this. As we embark on this journey together, remember that there are so many views on this channel, but only 0.2% subscribe. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue sharing wisdom that can make a difference in your life and the lives of others. In this first part, we will explore the core principles of natural healing from a Buddhist perspective. Buddhism teaches us that healing starts from within. It's not just about treating symptoms. It's about understanding the root causes of our pain and discomfort. Through mindfulness, meditation, and self-awareness, we can learn to listen to our bodies and minds, recognizing what they truly need. This journey may not be easy, but it is profoundly rewarding. By the end of this video, you will have valuable insights and practices to start your healing journey naturally. Let's begin. Let me take you deeper into the next step of our journey, where we uncover the profound connection between the mind and body in healing. This is a teaching that flows through many aspects of Buddhism, and it's essential if you want to heal naturally. You see, the mind and body are not separate. They are like two sides of the same coin. When one suffers, the other follows. Yet, when one is nourished, the other blossoms. Imagine a tree with deep roots. If the roots are healthy and cared for, the tree will grow tall and strong. But if the roots are weak, the entire tree will wither. Your mind is like those roots, and your body is the tree. Let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed how stress in your mind affects your body? Maybe you feel tense in your shoulders, or your stomach tightens when you're anxious. That's because your body responds to what's happening in your mind. When your thoughts are clouded by worry, fear, or anger, they manifest physically. On the other hand, when your mind is calm, your body reflects that same peace. Take a moment and think about the last time you felt unwell. Was your mind also burdened with stress? Were your thoughts racing? Or did you feel overwhelmed? Many of us live like this every day, not realizing that our mental and physical health are intertwined. But once you become aware of this connection, you can begin to heal both. In Buddhism, the practice of mindfulness teaches us to be fully present in every moment. When you're mindful, you're aware of your thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations. This awareness is the key to understanding the mind-body connection. It allows you to see how your mental state affects your body and vice versa. Once you see this clearly, you can begin to break the cycle of stress and suffering. Let's look at this another way. Picture your body as a vessel carrying the weight of your emotions. If you fill it with heavy stones, worry, anger, fear, eventually it will sink. But if you lighten the load by letting go of these burdens, the vessel can float, move freely, and even heal. Healing starts when you realize that you don't have to carry those stones. The mind, when balanced and at peace, will naturally guide the body toward healing. One simple way to begin strengthening this connection is through your breath. Have you noticed how your breathing changes depending on how you feel? When you're anxious, your breath becomes shallow and fast. When you're calm, it's slow and deep. By focusing on your breath, you can shift your mental and physical state. This is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools for healing. When you control your breath, you control your mind. And when you control your mind, your body follows. Let's try a simple practice. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Inhale slowly through your nose, feeling the air fill your lungs. Hold it for a few seconds, then gently exhale. As you breathe out, Release any tension in your body. Feel your muscles relax, your mind quiet. Repeat this a few times. Notice how your body begins to respond, how your mind starts to settle. This is the beginning of natural healing. In Zen, we often say, the body follows the mind like a shadow. If your mind is full of anger or fear, your body will suffer. But if your mind is calm and clear, your body will reflect that balance. This understanding can change how you approach healing. Instead of seeing the body and mind as separate, you treat them as one. You nourish both, knowing that they work together to bring about well-being. Another aspect of this connection lies in the way we deal with pain. When we experience pain, whether physical or emotional, our first reaction is often to resist it. We want it to go away as quickly as possible. But in Buddhism, we learn that resistance only deepens our suffering. The more we fight the pain, the stronger it becomes. Instead, we are taught to observe the pain with awareness, without judgment, by simply being with the pain. Without labeling it as bad or wishing it away, we give it space to transform. Let me tell you a story. Once, a student came to me, complaining of a constant pain in his back. He had seen many doctors, taken many medicines, but the pain persisted. When he came to me, I asked him to close his eyes and bring his full awareness to the pain. Feel it completely, I said. Don't push it away. Just observe. At first, he resisted. He didn't want to focus on the pain. He wanted it gone. But slowly, he learned to be present with it. Over time, he realized that his pain was not just physical. It was also tied to the stress and worry he carried in his mind. As he became more mindful, both the mental and physical pain began to ease. This is the power of the mind-body connection. There's another aspect of this connection that's important. The way we treat our bodies affects our minds. If you don't take care of your body, if you don't eat nourishing food, if you don't move or exercise, if you don't get enough rest, your mind will struggle. In Buddhism, we talk about the importance of balance in all things, and this applies to how you care for your physical self. When your body is healthy and balanced, your mind can more easily find peace. Healing, then, is not just about fixing what is broken. It's about understanding how the mind and body are interwoven, how they affect one another. When you nourish one, you nourish the other. When you heal one, you heal both. So, what can you do to strengthen this connection? Start with mindfulness. Pay attention to your thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations. Notice how they influence one another. When you're stressed, where do you feel it in your body? When your body is tense, how does it affect your mood? Awareness is the first step toward healing. Then, focus on your breath. Use it as a bridge between your mind and body. When you feel anxious, stressed, or unwell, take a moment to breathe deeply and mindfully. This simple practice can shift your entire state of being. And finally, take care of your body. Treat it with kindness and respect. Give it nourishing food, rest, and movement. When your body is healthy, your mind will find it easier to be at peace. Remember, healing is not about finding a quick fix. It's about understanding the deeper connection between your mind and body and learning how to bring them into harmony. When you do this, natural healing becomes possible. Meditation. Such a simple word, yet it carries within it the power to transform the body, mind, and soul. When we talk about self-healing, meditation is one of the most essential practices you can cultivate. You don't need to be an expert or have years of training. In fact, the beauty of meditation is in its simplicity. Let me tell you a secret. Healing begins with stillness. We live in a world that is constantly moving, constantly asking more of us. Our minds are always racing, filled with thoughts, worries, and endless to-do lists. In this state, our bodies suffer. Stress builds up, tension settles in, and over time, we start to feel unwell. We may experience physical symptoms, but often, those symptoms are just the surface of something deeper. Meditation helps us peel back those layers. It teaches us how to sit with ourselves, how to listen to our bodies and minds, and how to bring peace into the chaos. You don't need to be perfect at it, and you don't need to meditate for hours on end. Even a few minutes a day can have a profound impact on your healing journey. Let's start with a simple question. How often do you sit in silence, without distractions, just to be with yourself? For many people, the answer is rarely or never. We're conditioned to avoid silence. It feels uncomfortable, but in that silence lies the key to healing. When we meditate, we allow our minds to rest, and in that rest, our bodies can begin to heal themselves. It's as if we are giving ourselves permission to stop running and simply breathe. So, what exactly is meditation, and how does it help with healing? Meditation is the practice of calming the mind and focusing inward. There are many different types of meditation, but at its core, it's about paying attention to the present moment. When we meditate, we are training the mind to be still and to observe without judgment. This might sound simple, but it's incredibly powerful. When we sit in meditation, we create space. This space allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without becoming attached to them. Often, we're not even aware of how much tension we carry in our bodies or how many negative thoughts are swirling in our minds. Meditation brings these things to the surface, and here's the beauty of it. We don't have to do anything with them. Just by noticing, we begin to heal. Think of your mind as a pond. When the water is still, you can see clearly to the bottom. But when the water is disturbed, everything becomes murky. Meditation helps to still the water so that we can see clearly. We begin to notice patterns, thoughts that keep returning, emotions that haven't been processed, physical discomfort we've been ignoring. And once we see these things clearly, we can begin to let them go. In Buddhist teachings, meditation is often described as a tool for insight. It's not just about relaxation, though that is a wonderful side effect. It's about seeing things as they truly are. When we meditate, we're not trying to escape from our problems or our pain. Instead, we are learning to face them with compassion and understanding. This is where true healing begins. Let me share a simple meditation practice with you that you can start using right away. It's called mindful breathing, and it's one of the easiest ways to bring meditation into your daily life. Mindful breathing practice. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably, either on a chair or on the floor. You can close your eyes if you like, or simply gaze softly at the ground in front of you. Bring your attention to your breath. Notice the sensation of the air entering your nose, filling your lungs, and then gently leaving your body. There's no need to control your breath. Just let it flow naturally. As you breathe, thoughts will come and go. This is completely normal. The mind loves to wander, but each time you notice it drifting off, gently bring your focus back to your breath. Continue this for a few minutes. Start with just 5 minutes a day, and gradually increase the time as you feel comfortable. This simple practice of paying attention to your breath can help you reconnect with your body and calm your mind. It may seem like a small thing, but it has a big impact on your overall well-being. When you focus on your breath, you are bringing yourself back to the present moment. You're not thinking about the past or worrying about the future. You're simply here, now. And in this moment, healing begins. You may wonder, how does sitting still and breathing help with physical pain or illness? The connection between the mind and body is incredibly strong. When we are stressed or anxious, our bodies respond. Muscles tense up, our heart rate increases, and over time, this can lead to various health issues. Meditation helps to break this cycle. By calming the mind, we calm the body. When the body is in a relaxed state, it can begin to repair and heal itself. Studies have shown that regular meditation can lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and even boost the immune system. But beyond the physical benefits, meditation helps to heal on a deeper level. It allows us to release the emotional baggage that weighs us down: grief, anger, fear, guilt. These emotions, when left unprocessed, can manifest as physical symptoms. Meditation gives us a safe space to feel and release them, bringing us closer to true healing. There's another important aspect of meditation that I want to share with you. It helps us cultivate compassion, both for ourselves and for others. When we sit in silence and face our own pain, we begin to understand that everyone around us is dealing with their own struggles too. This realization opens our hearts. We become more patient, more understanding, more loving. And this too is a form of healing. In Buddhism, the practice of loving-kindness meditation is often used to heal emotional wounds. It's a practice of sending goodwill to yourself and others. You begin by wishing yourself well. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. Then, you extend these wishes to others. first to loved ones, then to acquaintances, and finally to all beings everywhere. This practice can help dissolve feelings of anger, resentment, and isolation, bringing a sense of connection and peace. Remember, healing is not something that happens overnight. It is a journey, and meditation is one of the tools that can guide you along the way. Some days, your mind will be restless. Other days, you will feel a deep sense of calm. Both experiences are part of the process. The important thing is to keep showing up, to keep practicing. Over time, you will notice subtle changes. You may feel more grounded, more present, more at ease in your own skin. And these changes, though small, are the beginning of profound healing. Meditation doesn't require any special equipment or skills. All it asks of you is a little time and patience. Start where you are, and trust that each time you sit in stillness, you are moving closer to healing yourself naturally. The path of healing is a lifelong journey, but with meditation as your guide, you can walk this path with greater ease and understanding, mindfulness and present moment awareness. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of thoughts, worries, and distractions. We often find ourselves dwelling on the past or fretting about the future, leaving little room for the present moment. This constant state of distraction can lead to stress, anxiety, and a sense of disconnection from ourselves and the world around us. This is where mindfulness comes in, a powerful practice that can transform our lives. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. It's about cultivating awareness of our experiences, allowing us to embrace life as it unfolds. Imagine walking in a beautiful garden. Instead of rushing through, you pause to notice the vibrant colors of the flowers, the gentle rustle of leaves, and the warmth of the sun on your skin. This is mindfulness, an invitation to savor the beauty of the now. When we practice mindfulness, we create a space between ourselves and our thoughts. This distance allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting swept away by them. For example, if you feel anxious about an upcoming event, instead of letting that anxiety consume you, you can acknowledge it. I feel anxious right now, you might say to yourself. By recognizing this feeling without judgment, you begin to detach from it, reducing its power over you. One of the simplest ways to cultivate mindfulness is through breath awareness. Start by finding a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable, and take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs. Hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Focus your attention solely on your breath. Notice the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. If your mind wanders, gently guide your attention back to your breath. This practice, even for just a few minutes a day, can anchor you in the present and help calm a racing mind. Mindfulness can also be integrated into everyday activities. When you eat, for example, take the time to truly experience your food. Notice the colors, textures, and flavors. Chew slowly and savor each bite. Eating mindfully not only enhances your enjoyment of food, but also fosters a deeper connection to your body, allowing you to recognize when you are full. Another powerful aspect of mindfulness is observing our surroundings. Take a moment to step outside and immerse yourself in nature. Listen to the birds chirping, feel the wind on your face, and notice the beauty in the world around you. This simple act of observation can ground you in the present and remind you of the wonder that exists all around us. In Buddhist teachings, mindfulness is often linked to the practice of meditation. However, meditation is just one way to cultivate mindfulness. The core principle remains the same: being present. Whether you're meditating, walking, or even washing dishes, you can infuse mindfulness into every aspect of your life. Mindfulness also encourages self-compassion. We often criticize ourselves harshly for our mistakes and shortcomings. Through mindful awareness, we learn to treat ourselves with kindness. If you make a mistake at work or have a difficult day, instead of berating yourself, acknowledge that it's okay to be human. I'm doing my best, and that's enough. This compassionate approach fosters emotional resilience, allowing you to bounce back from challenges with greater ease. The practice of mindfulness can also improve our relationships. When we engage in conversations with full attention, we deepen our connections with others. Instead of thinking about what to say next or getting lost in distractions, we can truly listen to the person speaking. This creates an environment of understanding and compassion, allowing for more meaningful interactions. As you cultivate mindfulness, you may also begin to notice patterns in your thoughts and emotions. This awareness helps you recognize triggers that lead to stress or negativity. For example, if you notice that certain situations consistently cause anxiety, you can explore why that is. Perhaps it's a specific environment, a particular person, or a thought pattern. By acknowledging these triggers mindfully, you can work toward addressing them more effectively. One of the profound gifts of mindfulness is the ability to find joy in simple moments. In our fast-paced lives, we often overlook the beauty in everyday experiences. A warm cup of tea, a smile from a stranger, or a sunset. Mindfulness encourages us to slow down and appreciate these small yet significant moments. By doing so, we enhance our overall sense of happiness and fulfillment. In the Buddhist tradition, mindfulness is not just a practice. It's a way of living. It's about embracing each moment as it comes, without attachment or aversion. This perspective allows us to cultivate gratitude for our experiences, fostering a sense of contentment and peace. As we deepen our mindfulness practice, we may encounter challenges. Life can be unpredictable, and difficult emotions may arise. Instead of pushing them away or ignoring them, mindfulness teaches us to face these feelings head-on. We can acknowledge our emotions without judgment, creating space for healing. By allowing ourselves to feel, we can process our experiences more fully and emerge stronger. The journey of mindfulness is a lifelong path. There may be days when you find it easy to stay present and others when distractions abound. This is perfectly normal. The key is to approach your practice with patience and self-compassion. Each moment is an opportunity to begin again, to bring your awareness back to the present. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily life can lead to profound changes. As you become more present, you may notice reduced stress, improved focus, and a greater sense of well-being. You'll also cultivate a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you, fostering a sense of harmony that transcends the challenges of life. In summary, mindfulness and present moment awareness are powerful tools for self-healing. By embracing each moment, we create space for awareness, compassion, and joy. As you continue on this journey, remember that every breath is an invitation to return to the present, to find peace in the now, and to heal yourself naturally. Compassion and loving kindness for inner healing. Compassion and loving kindness are fundamental aspects of Buddhist practice that can significantly aid in our healing journeys. These qualities not only affect how we interact with others, but also how we treat ourselves. When we cultivate compassion, we create a nurturing environment that allows healing to occur, both mentally and physically. Let's begin by understanding what compassion truly means. It is more than just feeling sorry for someone suffering. It is about deeply empathizing with their pain and taking action to alleviate it. In our fast-paced world, we often forget to extend this compassion to ourselves. How many times have you criticized yourself for making a mistake? This harsh self-judgment can hinder your healing process. By practicing self-compassion, you can begin to heal those emotional wounds. Consider the story of a gentle teacher who, whenever faced with a mistake, would pause and remind himself, "I am human. I am learning." Instead of dwelling on his errors, he would focus on what he could learn from the experience. This simple shift in perspective can create a powerful change within us. When we approach ourselves with kindness, we open the door to healing. Loving kindness, or metta in Pali, is another essential practice in Buddhism. It involves sending out wishes for happiness and well-being, first to ourselves and then to others. Imagine sitting quietly and wishing yourself happiness, peace, and health. As you do this, visualize these feelings enveloping you like a warm blanket. This practice can soothe the heart and mind, allowing healing to begin. To practice loving kindness, you can use a simple meditation. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. As you breathe in, think to yourself, "May I be happy." With each breath out, feel the warmth of this wish filling your heart. After a few minutes, you can extend these wishes to others. Think of someone you care about and silently say, "May you be happy. May you be healthy." You can even extend this to people you find difficult to love. This exercise helps to dissolve resentment and anger, making way for healing. Compassion and loving kindness also extend to our actions. When we act with kindness toward others, we create a ripple effect of positivity. Think of a time when someone showed you kindness. How did it make you feel? Now, imagine you could create that feeling for others. When we share compassion, we not only help others heal, but also heal ourselves in the process. Additionally, compassion can serve as a powerful motivator for self-care. When we truly care about ourselves, we are more likely to make choices that support our well-being. This might mean prioritizing rest when we're tired, seeking help when we're struggling, or engaging in activities that bring us joy. Recognizing that you are deserving of love and care is the first step in the healing journey. Moreover, remember that healing is not a linear path. There will be ups and downs. There may be days when you feel overwhelmed, but this is all part of the process. Embrace these feelings with compassion. Instead of pushing them away, acknowledge them. Say to yourself, "It's okay to feel this way. I am here for myself." This gentle self-acknowledgement can create space for healing. In Buddhism, we often talk about the interconnectedness of all beings. When we extend compassion to ourselves, we acknowledge our shared humanity. Everyone struggles. Everyone experiences pain. By recognizing this, we can foster a sense of belonging and community, which is essential for healing. You are not alone in your struggles. There is a world of individuals who share similar experiences. Consider the practice of gratitude as part of cultivating compassion. Reflect on the things you appreciate about yourself and your life. This can shift your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. When we practice gratitude, we naturally become more compassionate. This compassionate mindset opens our hearts to healing. In moments of difficulty, ask yourself, what would I say to a friend in my situation? Often, we are much kinder to others than we are to ourselves. By learning to speak to ourselves with the same kindness, we can create a healing dialogue within. This inner conversation can encourage growth and healing, allowing us to overcome our challenges with grace. As we continue to explore compassion and loving kindness, remember that they are practices, not just feelings. They require patience and dedication. Like any skill, the more you practice, the stronger these qualities will become. Start small. Integrate moments of kindness into your daily routine, be it through a smile, a kind word, or a simple act of generosity. In summary, compassion and loving kindness are powerful tools for inner healing. They allow us to connect with ourselves and others on a deeper level, fostering a sense of belonging and support. By practicing self-compassion, engaging in loving kindness meditations, and acting with kindness, we can create a nurturing environment for healing. Remember, healing is a journey, and it begins with how we treat ourselves. By cultivating these qualities, we open our hearts and minds to the possibility of transformation and renewal. The power of letting go, releasing negative emotions. In our journey of self-healing, one of the most powerful practices we can embrace is the art of letting go. Imagine holding tightly to a heavy stone in your hand. It weighs you down and makes every step more difficult. Now, think about how liberating it would feel to simply drop that stone, allowing your hand to relax. This simple act of release is what we can achieve when we learn to let go of negative emotions. Negative emotions, such as anger, fear, resentment, and sadness, are like the heavy stones we carry. They can cloud our judgment, affect our relationships, and even impact our physical health. But through the teachings of Buddhism, we can find a path to release these burdens. To begin, it is essential to acknowledge these emotions. Often, we try to suppress them, thinking that ignoring them will make them disappear. However, like a pressure cooker, these feelings can build up inside until they eventually explode. Instead of pushing them away, we can practice mindfulness. This means sitting quietly and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When a negative emotion arises, recognize it. Ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to tell me? This self-inquiry can reveal underlying issues that need attention. Once we've acknowledged our emotions, the next step is to understand that they do not define us. We are not our anger, fear, or sadness. These feelings are temporary. They come and go like clouds passing through the sky. By realizing this, we can create a sense of distance from them. One effective technique is visualization. Picture your negative emotions as leaves floating down a river. Watch them drift away, knowing that they are separate from your true self. This exercise can help you cultivate a sense of peace and acceptance. Another powerful way to let go is through the practice of forgiveness. Holding on to grudges or past hurts only weighs us down further. Forgiveness does not mean condoning someone's actions. It means freeing yourself from the burden of anger. Start by reflecting on the person or situation you need to forgive. Allow yourself to feel the hurt, but then ask yourself, what would it feel like to let this go? When you forgive, you release not only the other person but also yourself. It is a gift of freedom. Breathing exercises can also be a valuable tool in the process of letting go. Take a moment to find a comfortable position. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in, filling your lungs completely. As you exhale, visualize your negative emotions leaving your body. With each breath out, imagine your worries, fears, and anger dissipating into the air. Repeat this process several times, allowing your body to relax with every exhalation. Incorporating gratitude into your daily practice can shift your focus away from negativity. When we concentrate on what we are thankful for, it becomes easier to release what no longer serves us. Each morning, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. This practice can transform your mindset, making it easier to let go of negative emotions throughout the day. As you navigate your healing journey, remember that letting go is a process. It may not happen overnight, and that's perfectly okay. Be patient with yourself. There will be days when negative emotions resurface, and that's part of the journey. Acknowledge them, practice your tools, and remember that every step you take toward letting go brings you closer to healing. In Buddhism, the concept of impermanence plays a crucial role in understanding the importance of letting go. Everything in life is transient. Joy, sadness, success, and failure all come and go. By accepting this truth, we can embrace change and release our attachment to negative emotions. Recognize that clinging to negativity only hinders our growth and happiness. As you explore the power of letting go, surround yourself with supportive people. Engage in conversations with friends or loved ones who uplift you. Sharing your experiences can lighten the emotional load, allowing you to feel understood and accepted. You might also consider seeking guidance from a therapist or a spiritual teacher who can provide valuable insights as you navigate this journey. Nature can be a profound ally in the process of releasing negative emotions. Spend time outdoors, whether it's walking through a forest, sitting by a river, or simply observing the sky. Allow the beauty of nature to inspire you to let go. As the wind moves through the trees, think about what you need to release. Nature reminds us that life is constantly changing, and we can find peace by embracing that change. Lastly, incorporate rituals into your practice of letting go. This could be as simple as writing down your negative emotions on a piece of paper and then safely burning it as a symbol of release. You might also create a small altar with items that represent your journey, such as stones or flowers. Engaging in these rituals can provide a sense of closure and empowerment as you actively choose to let go. In conclusion, the power of letting go is a profound tool for healing. It allows us to release the burdens that weigh us down, creating space for joy, peace, and love in our lives. By practicing mindfulness, forgiveness, gratitude, and embracing impermanence, we can learn to navigate our emotions with grace. Remember, letting go is not about forgetting. It's about freeing ourselves from the past and opening our hearts to the present. Each step you take in this practice brings you closer to a life filled with lightness and joy. Embrace the journey of letting go and allow yourself to heal naturally, balancing the 5 elements in nature and self. In Buddhism, balance is essential to everything. It helps us live peacefully, heal naturally, and stay connected to the world around us. Today, we'll explore something that you may not often think about: how the 5 elements of nature affect our lives and how restoring balance within these elements can bring deep healing to our bodies and minds. These 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and space, are not just present in the natural world. They are also within us. When these elements are out of balance, we may experience physical, emotional, or mental discomfort. However, when they are in harmony, we feel healthier, more peaceful, and connected to everything around us. This ancient understanding of the elements is the foundation for a balanced life and self-healing. Let's begin by understanding the element of earth. Earth represents stability, grounding, in the physical body. It's the solid part of us, the muscles, bones, and organs, but it's also the feeling of being grounded, of having stability in life. When the earth element is balanced, we feel secure, strong, and rooted. However, when it's out of balance, we might feel heavy, lethargic, or disconnected from our bodies. How do we know if our earth element is unbalanced? You may notice it when you feel physically weak, tired, or when your thoughts feel scattered, making it hard to focus. To restore balance to the earth element, we can practice grounding exercises, such as mindful walking, spending time in nature, or practicing yoga that emphasizes strong, stable postures. Even something as simple as taking your shoes off and feeling the earth beneath your feet can help you reconnect with this element. Next, we have the element of water. Water represents fluidity, emotions, and adaptability. It flows through us, just like our emotions and energy. When the water element is in balance, we feel calm, emotionally stable, and able to adapt to changes. But when it's out of balance, we might feel overwhelmed by emotions, either too intense or too numb. Water is also associated with cleansing, both physically and emotionally. If you've ever stood near a river or heard the sound of rain, you've probably felt that sense of calm and renewal. To balance the water element within ourselves, we can embrace practices that allow our emotions to flow freely, like journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or simply sitting by water. Whether it's a stream, a lake, or even a bathtub, the key is to allow your emotions to move, not get stuck. Stagnant water is unhealthy, and the same goes for emotions. Now, let's turn to fire, the element of transformation. Fire is the spark of energy, drive, and passion within us. It's the force that helps us grow, change, and take action. But fire can be tricky. It can either burn too bright or fade too quickly. When balanced, fire gives us warmth, motivation, and clarity. When it's out of balance, it can lead to anger, frustration, or burnout. Fire is also associated with digestion, both physically and mentally. It's how we digest not just food, but also information, experiences, and emotions. To balance the fire element, we need to manage our energy wisely. This could mean eating foods that support healthy digestion, practicing breathwork to calm the inner heat, or even taking breaks from work to avoid burnout. Sometimes, we need to cool the fire with rest and relaxation. Other times, we need to fan the flames with activity and creativity. It's about finding the right balance for your energy. Next is the element of air, which governs movement, breath, and communication. Air is light, expansive, and ever-changing. It's the life force that flows through us with each breath. When the air element is balanced, we feel light, open, and able to communicate clearly. But when it's out of balance, we might feel anxious, restless, or disconnected from our breath. Breathing deeply and consciously is one of the most effective ways to balance the air element. You can start by simply noticing your breath. Are you breathing shallowly, or are you taking deep, full breaths? Practices like pranayama, controlled breathing, meditation, or even singing can help bring balance to the air element. It's also important to spend time in fresh, open spaces where the air is clean and flowing freely. Just like the wind, our thoughts and communication need space to move and circulate. Lastly, we come to the element of space, also known as ether. Space is the most subtle of all the elements, but it's just as important. It represents the emptiness in which everything exists, the space between thoughts, the silence between sounds, and the openness within our minds and hearts. When space is balanced, we feel spacious, peaceful, and open to new possibilities. But when it's out of balance, we might feel confined, stuck, or overwhelmed by the busyness of life. To balance the space element, we need to create space, both externally and internally. This could mean decluttering your environment, simplifying your schedule, or giving yourself time for stillness and silence. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for balancing the space element, as it allows us to quiet the mind and connect with the vastness within. It's in these moments of stillness that we can hear the wisdom of our own inner voice and gain clarity on what truly matters. Balancing the 5 elements is not something you can do overnight. It's a lifelong practice of tuning into yourself and adjusting as needed. Some days, you may feel grounded and strong, while on others, you might feel scattered or restless. The key is to stay mindful of these shifts and to use the practices of Buddhism to restore balance when you need it. Whether it's grounding yourself in nature, letting your emotions flow like water, managing your inner fire, breathing deeply, or creating space in your life. Each of these practices helps you heal naturally and stay connected to the world around you. In Buddhism, healing is about more than just fixing what's broken. It's about restoring balance, harmony, and peace within yourself and with the world. When you are in balance with the elements, you are not only healing yourself, you are also contributing to the healing of the world. Just as the elements in nature work together to create life, the elements within us work together to create health and well-being. By honoring these elements, you are honoring life itself. So, as you go about your day, take a moment to reflect on the elements within you. Are they in balance, or is one dominating the others? What small steps can you take to bring them back into harmony? Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. It's a practice of balance, mindfulness, and compassion for yourself and others. Food, nutrition, and healing in Buddhist practice. Greetings, my dear student. Today, we will walk the path of food, nutrition, and healing, guided by the timeless teachings of Buddhism. In our modern world, we often see food as mere fuel, something to keep us moving, working, and living. But in truth, food is much more than that. It is energy, it is life, and it is deeply connected to our well-being, both physically and spiritually. In Buddhism, food is not only about nourishing the body. It's about creating harmony within ourselves and with the world around us. It is a way to connect with the present moment, to practice mindfulness, and to cultivate gratitude. Every bite we take is an opportunity to deepen our awareness of how we are sustaining our lives, how we are connected to the earth, and how we are interconnected with all living beings. Let's begin by reflecting on how we view food in our daily lives. When you sit down for a meal, how often do you pause to truly appreciate it? Do you rush through your meal while your mind races, thinking of other things? Or do you take a moment to recognize the incredible journey that food has taken to reach your plate? From the soil to the seed, from the farmer's hand to the kitchen, food carries within it the essence of life itself. In Buddhism, food is seen as a gift, something that should not be taken for granted. The first lesson we must learn is the art of mindfulness when eating. This means being fully present as you eat, savoring each bite, and appreciating the nourishment it provides. Take a moment to chew slowly, to taste the flavors, and to recognize the effort that has gone into bringing this food to you. When we eat mindfully, we honor not only the food but also ourselves. Now, let us talk about the types of food we consume. In Buddhist practice, there is a deep respect for all forms of life. This is why many practitioners follow a plant-based or vegetarian diet. The principle of ahimsa, non-harming, teaches us to avoid causing suffering to any living being, and this extends to the food we eat. By choosing plant-based foods, we reduce harm and cultivate compassion. But more than that, plant-based foods are naturally aligned with healing and balance. They are light, clean, and filled with the energy of the earth. When we consume fresh fruits, vegetables, grains, and legumes, we are consuming the life force of the earth. These foods are packed with nutrients that our bodies need to heal, grow, and function optimally. They nourish us on a deep level, not only physically but also mentally and emotionally. Eating these foods can help us feel more grounded, more peaceful, and more in tune with the world around us. But, my dear student, it is not just about what we eat. It is also about how we eat. In Buddhism, the practice of mindful eating is a powerful tool for healing. When we eat with awareness, we are able to listen to our bodies and understand what they truly need. Sometimes we eat out of habit, boredom, or stress, rather than hunger. When we bring mindfulness into our meals, we can break these patterns and begin to eat in a way that truly supports our well-being. Another important aspect of Buddhist nutrition is balance. Just as in all areas of life, balance is key when it comes to food. The Buddha taught the middle way, a path of moderation between extremes. This applies to how we nourish ourselves as well. Eating too much or too little can lead to imbalance and illness. When we eat in moderation, we create harmony within our bodies and minds. One practical way to approach balance is through the concept of yin and yang, which many Buddhist practitioners incorporate into their understanding of nutrition. In traditional Eastern thought, foods can be categorized as either yin, cooling, calming, and moistening, or yang, warming, energizing, and drying. A balanced diet includes a harmonious mix of both yin and yang foods, helping to create balance within the body. For example, leafy greens, cucumbers, and tofu are considered yin foods, while root vegetables, ginger, and nuts are yang foods. By understanding the qualities of different foods, we can choose those that will bring us back into balance. If you are feeling overheated or stressed, more yin foods may help to cool and calm you. If you are feeling sluggish or cold, more yang foods can help to warm and energize you. We must also remember the importance of gratitude when it comes to food. In Buddhist practice, we often recite prayers or give thanks before eating. This simple act of gratitude helps to shift our mindset from one of consumption to one of appreciation. It reminds us that food is a gift, one that should be respected and cherished. By expressing gratitude for our meals, we cultivate a deeper sense of connection to the earth, to the people who prepared the food, and to all living beings. Now, let us touch on the healing power of food. In Buddhism, there is a strong belief in the body's ability to heal itself, and food plays a vital role in this process. Certain foods are believed to have healing properties and are used in traditional Buddhist medicine to treat various ailments. For example, turmeric is known for its anti-inflammatory properties, ginger is used to aid digestion, and garlic is believed to boost the immune system. But beyond the physical benefits, food can also be a source of emotional and spiritual healing. When we eat mindfully and with gratitude, we nourish not only our bodies but also our hearts and minds. We create a sense of inner peace and contentment that radiates throughout our entire being. This is the true essence of healing through food, bringing balance and harmony to all aspects of our lives. In Buddhism, there is a deep understanding that the mind and body are not separate. What affects one affects the other. When we eat in a way that supports our physical health, we also support our mental and emotional well-being. By choosing foods that nourish us on all levels, we can create a foundation for healing that goes far beyond the physical body. As we come to the end of this teaching, I encourage you to reflect on your own relationship with food. Are you eating in a way that supports your healing and well-being? Are you practicing mindfulness and gratitude when you eat? Remember, food is not just fuel. It is a sacred gift that has the power to heal and transform us. Let us honor that gift by eating with awareness, compassion, and balance. And so, my dear student, may you find healing in every bite. May your meals be a source of nourishment for your body, mind, and spirit. And may you walk the path of mindful eating with grace and gratitude, always remembering the interconnectedness of all life. Take this teaching with you, and may it guide you toward a life of balance, healing, and inner peace. Healing through breath, the power of pranayama. In the quiet corners of our minds and bodies, there lies a powerful tool for healing: our breath. Often taken for granted, the breath is our constant companion, connecting us to life itself. In Buddhism, the act of breathing is not just a biological necessity. It is a profound practice that can lead to healing, clarity, and inner peace. When we experience stress or anxiety, our breathing often becomes shallow and rapid. This reaction is natural, but it can create a cycle of tension in our bodies. However, by consciously practicing breathing techniques, we can reverse this cycle. Let's explore how breathing, or pranayama, can be a gateway to healing. To begin, find a comfortable position. You can sit cross-legged on the floor or in a chair, ensuring that your back is straight and your shoulders are relaxed. Close your eyes gently. Take a deep breath in through your nose, allowing your belly to expand. Hold that breath for a moment. Then, slowly exhale through your mouth, letting go of any tension you may be holding on to. This simple act of deep breathing sets the stage for deeper healing. Now, let's delve into different breathing techniques that can aid in your healing journey. 1. Deep breathing. This technique helps to calm the mind and reduce stress. Inhale deeply for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, and exhale for a count of 4. Repeat this cycle several times. As you breathe, visualize tension melting away with each exhale. 2. Alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana. This technique balances the energy in our bodies. To practice, close your right nostril with your right thumb and inhale deeply through your left nostril. Then, close your left nostril with your right ring finger, releasing your thumb from your right nostril, and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, close it, and exhale through the left. This technique harmonizes both sides of the brain and promotes a sense of calm. 3. Box breathing. This method is particularly useful during moments of high stress. Inhale for a count of 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold again for 4. Picture yourself in a box, and with each breath, you are filling it with calm and serenity. This practice not only centers your mind, but also helps you regain control during challenging times. As you continue to explore these breathing techniques, you'll notice changes within yourself. You may feel more relaxed, focused, and grounded. This is the power of breath, a natural and accessible healing tool. In Buddhism, breathing is also tied to mindfulness. Mindful breathing involves paying attention to your breath without judgment. As thoughts arise, simply acknowledge them and return your focus to your breath. This practice helps cultivate awareness and keeps you anchored in the present moment, reducing anxiety and promoting clarity. Another powerful aspect of mindful breathing is its ability to connect you to your emotions. As you breathe mindfully, observe how different feelings arise. You may encounter joy, sadness, anger, or peace. Instead of pushing these emotions away, allow yourself to feel them fully. With each breath, you can create space for these feelings to exist without being overwhelmed. This practice is essential for emotional healing. Breath can also be a powerful ally in physical healing. When we breathe deeply and consciously, we increase oxygen flow to our bodies, which promotes healing at the cellular level. This is particularly important for those recovering from illness or injury. Visualize your breath as a healing light, nourishing your cells and organs with each inhalation. As you exhale, imagine releasing any pain or discomfort. In Buddhist practices, breath is often linked to the concept of impermanence. Just as each breath comes and goes, so do our experiences, thoughts, and emotions. By embracing this impermanence, we learn to let go of attachments and judgments, allowing for a lighter, more liberated existence. Let us not forget the importance of integrating breath into our daily lives. Take moments throughout your day to pause and focus on your breath. Whether you are walking, sitting, or even during conversations, remember that you can always return to your breath. This practice can help create a sense of calm amid the chaos of daily life. As we conclude this exploration of healing through breath, remember that the breath is your friend. It is a simple yet profound tool that can guide you toward healing and self-awareness. By making breathing practices a regular part of your life, you are not just enhancing your physical well-being, but also nurturing your emotional and spiritual health. In the teachings of Buddhism, we find that healing is a holistic journey. By embracing the power of breath, we tap into a source of healing that is always within us. It is available to anyone willing to take a moment to breathe, reflect, and reconnect. Embrace this practice, and you will discover the transformative potential of your breath in the journey of healing, cultivating inner peace through silence and stillness. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get swept away in the noise and chaos of daily life. We often find ourselves rushing from one task to another, constantly bombarded by distractions. Yet, within this whirlwind, there lies a powerful source of healing: silence and stillness. Embracing these moments can help us cultivate inner peace and clarity, allowing us to reconnect with ourselves on a deeper level. Imagine standing in a serene forest, surrounded by tall trees and the gentle rustle of leaves. In this tranquil space, you can hear the soft sounds of nature, the chirping of birds, the whisper of the wind. Here, amidst the stillness, your mind begins to quiet. This is the essence of what we seek: a peaceful heart and a calm mind. Silence is not just the absence of sound. It is an invitation to listen. When we embrace silence, we create an opportunity to hear our thoughts and feelings without judgment. In the stillness, we can confront our worries, fears, and aspirations. This self-reflection allows us to understand our true nature and cultivate a sense of acceptance and compassion for ourselves. Buddhism teaches that stillness is a vital part of the path to enlightenment. The practice of meditation is one way to cultivate this stillness. When you meditate, you sit quietly, focusing on your breath or a specific thought. As you breathe in and out, you create a space where you can observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them. Over time, this practice helps to calm the mind and bring clarity to your life. As you develop the habit of seeking silence, you'll discover that it can be found anywhere, at home, in nature, or even during your daily commute. Start by setting aside a few moments each day to sit in silence. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and simply be. Allow yourself to let go of distractions and just exist in the moment. This simple act can work wonders for your mental and emotional well-being. It's essential to understand that silence does not mean shutting out the world. Instead, it's about finding a balance between the external noise and your inner peace. When you cultivate this balance, you become more resilient to the stresses of everyday life. You can respond to challenges with a clear mind and a compassionate heart. In Buddhist philosophy, silence is also linked to mindfulness. Mindfulness teaches us to be present and aware of our surroundings, thoughts, and feelings. By practicing mindfulness, we can develop a deeper appreciation for the moments in our lives. This practice encourages us to slow down, savor experiences, and acknowledge our emotions without getting overwhelmed by them. As you cultivate inner peace through silence and stillness, remember that this is a journey, not a destination. It takes time and patience to develop this practice fully. Be gentle with yourself and allow yourself to grow at your own pace. Just as a seed needs time to sprout and bloom, so do you. Incorporating silence into your daily routine can lead to profound transformations. You may find that you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, leading to greater self-acceptance and compassion. As you nurture this inner peace, you may also notice improvements in your relationships with others. When you are calm and centered, you can communicate more openly and empathetically. Moreover, silence can serve as a refuge during challenging times. When life feels overwhelming, seeking moments of stillness can provide clarity and comfort. In these moments, remind yourself that it is okay to pause and breathe. The world will continue to turn, but you can find your center amidst the chaos. In conclusion, cultivating inner peace through silence and stillness is an essential aspect of self-healing. By embracing these moments, we learn to listen to ourselves and find clarity in our thoughts and emotions. Through practices like meditation and mindfulness, we create a sanctuary within ourselves, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with grace and compassion. Remember, the path to inner peace is a personal journey. Honor your process and allow silence to guide you toward deeper healing and understanding. The journey forward, integrating Buddhist healing into everyday life. As we come to the end of our exploration into natural healing through Buddhist teachings, let us take a moment to reflect on the journey we've shared. Healing is not a destination. It is a continuous process. Every step you take towards understanding yourself and embracing the principles of Buddhism brings you closer to a life filled with peace, joy, and balance. Throughout this journey, we have learned that healing begins within. It is about recognizing our thoughts, emotions, and the way we respond to the world around us. By practicing mindfulness and meditation, we can create space in our minds to observe our feelings without judgment. This awareness allows us to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. When we practice mindfulness, we cultivate a gentle awareness of our experiences, helping us to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. One key aspect of integrating Buddhist healing into our everyday lives is the practice of compassion. Compassion is not just for others, it is also for ourselves. Often, we can be our own harshest critics, holding on to guilt, regret, and self-doubt. To heal naturally, we must learn to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we offer to others. When you find yourself being critical, pause and ask, "What would I say to a friend in this situation?" This simple shift in perspective can open the door to healing. Incorporating the teachings of Buddhism into our daily routines can also be as simple as practicing gratitude. Start each day by taking a moment to acknowledge the good in your life. This can be as small as appreciating the warmth of the sun on your face, or the taste of your morning tea. When we focus on gratitude, we shift our mindset from what is lacking to what is abundant in our lives. This shift can transform our emotional landscape and contribute to our overall well-being. Additionally, remember the importance of community, or sangha, in your healing journey. Connecting with others who share your interests and values can provide support and encouragement. Whether through meditation groups, spiritual communities, or simply friends who understand your journey, having a supportive network can enhance your healing process. Share your experiences, listen to others, and learn together. Healing is often more profound when we walk the path alongside others. As we integrate these practices into our lives, it's essential to remain patient with ourselves. Healing takes time. Just as a seed needs time to grow into a strong tree, our healing process requires nurturing and care. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each moment of mindfulness, each act of compassion, and each connection with others adds to your healing journey. One powerful practice we discussed is the act of letting go. Letting go of negative emotions, past hurts, and limiting beliefs can free us from the chains that hold us back. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones. Each stone represents a negative thought or experience. The more stones you add, the heavier the backpack becomes. But when you consciously decide to let go of those stones, you lighten your load. You feel more free and capable of moving forward. This process of release is a vital part of healing. Also, consider how food and nutrition play a role in your healing journey. The practice of mindful eating encourages us to be aware of what we consume and how it affects our bodies and minds. Choose foods that nourish you, both physically and emotionally. This can be a beautiful way to honor your body and enhance your overall well-being. Remember, every meal is an opportunity to nourish not just your body, but your spirit as well. As we conclude, remember that you have the power to shape your healing journey. The teachings of Buddhism offer a treasure trove of wisdom that can guide you toward a healthier, more fulfilling life. You have learned about the importance of mindfulness, compassion, gratitude, community, and letting go. So, what's next for you? How will you carry these lessons into your daily life? Perhaps you will start a daily meditation practice, or maybe you will commit to sharing your journey with others. Whatever you choose, know that every step you take is a step toward greater self-awareness and healing. We invite you to continue exploring the teachings of Buddhism and to seek out new practices that resonate with you. Your healing journey is uniquely yours, filled with discoveries that will shape who you are. Embrace this journey with an open heart, and remember to be patient and gentle with yourself along the way. Thank you for being a part of this exploration into natural healing through Buddhism. We hope you feel inspired to take the next step on your journey towards self-healing and personal growth. If you found value in this video, please consider liking, commenting, and sharing your thoughts. Your engagement helps us to spread this wisdom further and support others on their healing journeys. Together, let us continue to weave the fabric of wisdom in our lives,